Cancer, hi. So this is going to be a reading for July 27th through August 2nd. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. The reason that my chair is to the side is because Felix is right here. So I'm trying to not touch him with the sides of my chair. So in case you're wondering why am I not centered, that's a good enough reason. But anyways, the overall energy for the reading, the Three of Swords. May I help you? We're not going. Cancer is going first. The Three of Swords. That's, that's pain. I don't know where to place it quite yet, but I'm assuming it's coming up for you from what I can see in the energies. I think it's kind of here already, but I think it may be a little bit amplified coming up. Hold on. We're clarifying first. Blue, please cut it out. We'll go afterwards. Four of Swords, Six of Swords, the Chariot in the recent past. Okay. A little bit of time out there for you. A little bit of, maybe you took some time for yourself to figure some things out. It was definitely much needed. I see you pulling your energy back from something in particular, but like in the bigger picture, kind of going inward, so pulling your energy from pretty much everything. Okay, in the current situation, the Three of Wands, the Two of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles. It's almost like you're trying to solve an equation or something. You're super stuck in your head over something not working out, and you're trying to figure it out, and it's been quite a while since you've been trying to figure this one out. But I still see no resolution here. In the immediate future, the Ten of Cups, the Nine of Swords, the Devil. I mean, I see an energy of happiness, but I see it getting so distorted and so complicated that it becomes quite unhealthy, whatever this is. So let's clarify. Let's see what's up here, really. Let me do the Three of Swords. For the Three of Swords, you get the Lovers, the Sun, the Ten of Swords. Okay, so we're dealing with a connection that seems to be fairly complicated. There's, at the core of this connection, there's definitely happiness attached to it, but what it's been made of, what it's looking like right now, is anything but happiness. There's a lot of pain attached to this at this moment in time, and a feeling of it running its course, like it's done. A feeling of it. I'm not sure that it is quite yet. I don't think you're done with this quite yet. Let me do the Four of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the King of Swords, the Magician. Yeah, you just needed some time for yourself, and I feel like you made it happen somehow. It's like, I'm gonna do that, whatever it takes. I'm gonna offer myself the space and the time that I need to process something, to just be, with something here. But away from that something, potentially. So giving yourself a little bit of a different perspective over something by stepping away from whatever that was. Let me do the Six of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands. Oh, wow. Because it looks so redundant. It's like you're on your own there. Or you feel like you're on your own, which is quite stressful. For a very long time, you've been carrying this energy of, I'm strong, I can do this, until it became so freaking difficult that you needed to not do that anymore. You know, you needed to not be strong anymore for a split second. So you took that second for you. For some reason, you placed that responsibility on your shoulders. Just stay strong, show up, be this, be that, you know. I may do the Chariot. It's like stepping away from responsibilities a little bit. Responsibilities that I don't even know if anybody placed on your shoulders. It might have been you from the get-go. But it doesn't really matter. It's the acknowledgement of it. Like, why the hell am I carrying all of this? You know? For the Chariot, in the recent past, you get the Two of Wands, the Devil, the Queen of Swords. There's something about a pause. There's time flowing, and then there's a break somewhere in there. And that break seems quite disruptive to the flow, quite unhealthy. Or is the break needed to discover the unhealthy? After this break, I'm seeing a cutoff of the unhealthy, though. Did you maybe take a break from something and that gave you quite the perspective over it? I think that's where we're going here. Because you're coming out with clarity after some time and realizing what works for you and what doesn't, you cut it off. You're done with it. Yeah, I think you're starting to realize things because that sometimes that's all we need, you know, a little bit of perspective, a little bit of stepping back from something to realize what that something is. Let's do the Three of Wands in the current situation, the Five of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the High Priestess. You seem to be in a little bit of a better place. Like there seems to be distance right now from you to that whole experience. So you've distanced yourself quite a bit from it, whether that's through time, through space, through all of the above. Because you're telling me I'm still trying to put this behind me, like completely, but I already feel a little better. So it's definitely there's a lot of reference to time in this reading, you know, time will tell and things like that. Then there's distance through time. Let me do the Two of Swords, the Moon, the Three of Cups, the Judgment card. You're still working on it. Whatever that experience was for you, you're still working on it. There's still some things about this whole experience that are unclear. You still lack clarity in some departments there. So that definitely comes back to me as you're still trying to figure some things out. You're still trying to heal from whatever that is. Let's do the Seven of Pentacles. These boys. What are you doing, silly goose? Not you, Blue. Oh my God. For the Seven of Pentacles, you get the Ace of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Hangman. Yeah, work in progress. Work in progress. And you're definitely giving yourself plenty of time to figure things out here. Like you don't have a limit. Let's just put it that way. So you're not in a, oh my God, I'm so tired to deal with this. I mean, you may have your times here and there where you may find yourself saying that, but then you're coming to your senses with this type of an energy of, you know, it's going to take however long it's going to take. It is what it is. At some point, things are going to become more clear. You're definitely still working through whatever that experience brought up for you. And it's, you know what? There's a lot of things that are being uncovered about yourself mostly. And I think from time to time you stop and acknowledge that. And it feels really, really good. For the Ten of Cups in the immediate future, you get the Emperor, the Strength card, the King of Wands. Man, the Mask of all kinds is here. There's a super nice energy that shows up here. Very charming, very confident, very hard to say no to type of an energy. And I can see why. I don't don't know. It's a little bit tricky. I'm not gonna lie. Because it looks good. It looks good on the surface, but why do I feel it's like a little bit of a mask there? Let's do the Nine of Swords. You get the Chariot, the Two of Cups, the Page of Wands. Or maybe you perceive it as that. Maybe you have a hard time believing. It's kind of looking at this energy and you're like, too good to be true. And if you're setting off into the sunset with this energy, especially from this suspicious mind over it, because in all honesty, when I see your energies coming together, I'm like, that looks okay. That looks pretty cool. You know, it looks at least as like an experience of, hey, what do you got to lose? You know, if you kind of try it out here or whatever. But I can also see your suspicious mind, and I'm like, For the Devil, you get the King of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, the Temperance card. I'm not getting what you're pointing at in the direction of this energy. I'm not getting it. I'm not seeing it as the actual energy that's at play. It could be just you trying to protect yourself, which could mean that you're still probably healing from whatever the past experience was. Because you're pointing at it and you're like, one, too good to be true, the forbidden fruit. If I get too close, I'll get burned. And you're starting to look for the red flags where I personally don't see any red flags. You point them out to me. And I'm like, okay. But I don't see them in the energies. That doesn't mean that they're not there. That, you know, you could be seeing them and I don't see them, at least at this stage. But you're reassuring me that, hey, even if they're not there, they're going to pop up at some point. That's just the way you choose to enter this. That's not necessarily the just way, the fair way, the neutral way of, hey, let's open up to this and let's see where it goes. You know, without placing those red flags there before they even show up. Because when you do that, you actually manifest those red flags. So even if they're not there, they're going to be there in your eyes. So I don't know. This is going to be up to you to figure out, but I see a lot of fear in your perception over this, you know? So again, that tells me that maybe there's still a little bit of healing to be done here, you know? As new experiences open up for you. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice for you. The King of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Queen of Cups. See, you're letting the mind win over the heart. Your heart is going to tell you what this energy is about. But you're letting your mind convince you that, no, this is what it's about. So it shouldn't be a game between the mind and the heart. It should be a fair assessment and a fair joining the battle together type of an energy. Not one winning over the other. It's not only your heart that's going to tell you what this is about. It's not only your mind that's going to tell you what this is about. But your mind is winning this fight. The mind can create all sorts of stories in there about what it is that we're seeing. The heart is just present with what it is that we're seeing. So you need both, you know, in clarity. You're just letting the mind win this show. And again, there's still a little bit of need of healing needed in this case, which I assume it's going to happen. So anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.